Primus Invin here, recording a video on Alexander, Dawn of an Empire. Now, this is a very interesting game.
Free internet games to the max.
And it's a great strategy game. So what you want to do is there are 3 difficulties. There's King, which is easy, Emperor, medium, and Son of Zeus hard. You can play on lower difficulties if you want, but I'm going to go Son of Zeus. So we have to fight the Thracians first. This is basically the tutorial, but the way you win the Thracian battle is pretty easy. You just have to spread your troops out like this, and then you're guaranteed to win the Thracian battle. Just use these horses, don't use any of your other troops in the Thracian battle. And try not to deploy too many troops in one lane. Horses can 1v1 any other unit, so just don't have them fight multiple units at once. Try to pressure the enemy in every lane you can. Preferably, let the enemy set the pace, and what you want to do is you have to let the enemy set the pace until you have more command. Command is basically what you need to deploy units, and command is, for obvious reasons, its involvement in deploying units. Command is one of the most important things in the game. If you somehow manage to lose the Thracian battle, which admittedly has happened to me because this difficulty is actually difficult, then tough luck. Because if you lose the Thracian battle, the guy's gonna get pissed at you for being bad at the game. I mean, come on, it's a freaking tutorial. Just use your horses to counter all his troops, because again, you can win any one-on-one fight. Unfortunately, you can't take 2 infantry. You win the game either if he runs out of troops, or if you can get the if you can get the bar at the top to go all the way. If you can get this bar to go all the way, then you win instantly, regardless of troop count. Now, of course, that's very important because it means that even if you only have a few troops, if they're good troops, then you can win a battle even against someone that has tons of troops. Now, what are you going to do with your Macedonian militia and your Greek peltists? You're going to toss these in the garbage by disbanding them. No one needs them. Then first turn, you want to get thoroughbreds, and then you want to upgrade all your methods of getting more gold. This way your cavalry will be even more powerful, and you'll be ready to start taking on more provinces. The median infantry are a bit annoying, but they're just part of the game, so deal with it. As you can see, most battles at the beginning of the game don't go too well for you. Namely because your troops aren't good enough. But for that purpose, at the start, we just want to farm up on money and try to take out an enemy province ASAP. But really, it's just about upgrading this gold. So we want to train up a force. That's highly capable and can start taking out enemy provinces, like Illyria. But Lydia would probably be a better choice in the early game. Hippopists are absolutely broken and can 1v1 pretty much any other infantry in the game, except for the Immortals. Immortals are the only enemy infantry type that can beat Hippopists in one-on-one. Yeah, I know, right? Hippopists are ridiculously good, and they can probably kill 3 enemy infantry each. Sometimes Hippopists can even kill cavalry. Sorry. If Hippopists can get the first hit, they can one-on-one cavalry. And if you play this game intensively, you'll understand that 1v1ing cavalry is pretty impressive. Fast-moving units like this keep your opponent on their toes, but slow-moving infantry are the core of your army. You want to concentrate on taking out the wealthy provinces even if they're powerful, because wealthy provinces are worth more than other provinces because they pay you more per turn. This game is all about how well your economy is upgraded. If your economy is well upgraded, then you will then you will get a lot of money, and you will win battles quite easily. If your economy is not well upgraded, then you will not be able to replenish your army after losing a battle. So this guy named Parmenion gives you a lot of advice regarding specifics about combat and stuff like that, while Seleucus gives you advice about logistical things. But one major thing that the combat mechanics in this game are based on is these upgrades. These technological upgrades are so broken, and not having them is like begging for death. So now we want to take out Illyria. This time we should be able to do it. So we're just going to let his infantry pass, even though that's going to do bad for the tide of the battle. The tide of the battle is really important in this game because some enemy generals are better defending than attacking, while some are better attacking than defending. This can be implied based on whether they have a disciplined defender or aggressive attacker. If they have disciplined defender, they're usually much tougher to beat on defense, and it's usually best that you spend the entire game on the defensive yourself and only start attacking once you have like 1,000 command points and you just spam troops. Now, I'm not a perfect expert on this game, and I can definitely not do a perfect run where I conquer all of Persia in 5 years. I'm definitely not capable of doing that. I'm sure there's some guy out there who is, but I am not your guy if you want me to do something like that. But disclaimer, if you're playing on hard mode, you're asking for the game to be hard. So don't complain in the comments if you find the game hard. As soon as we can, we're gonna unlock Macedonian pikemen, because those guys are much better at cavalry than what we currently use. Our only anti-cavalry unit is, well, other cavalry. And cavalry, are expensive. Once again, the Illyrian battle is not going too well, mostly due to a lack of unit upgrades. So, another hard retreat. Now would be a good time to get reinforced armor, so our troops are just a tad bit better at combat. Oh, come on, don't the devs ever fix their combat mechanics? Yeah, it obviously shows that we're not well upgraded enough. Yeah, it hurts me to do this too. Oh, General Lahiran is here. So yeah, the Persians will send generals that try to, well, decapitate you. They're here to stop your advance into their empire. But frankly, the Persians don't prepare very well, and their generals can kind of be cheesed. So what you want to do is you do something that's called a first strike, where you attack once just to weaken the army a little. And this frontal advance is not your real attack, and you're not intending to actually take out the enemy general. In fact, you're probably going to take a hard defeat here. But what you're doing is you're just gauging the abilities of both generals and seeing, like, oh, what units can 1v1 what units. Because even though they're the same type of units, all enemy generals have different abilities that judge how well certain units perform. So, for example, they can either like infantry or dislike infantry. If they like infantry, then it's going to be easy for them to deploy infantry, and it's going to be dirt cheap. Anyone that dislikes infantry, by the way, is a super easy target because infantry is the core of the game. Yeah, having a command disadvantage really hurts in this game. Because this guy is straight up beating me to the field. His troops are straight up beating me to the field so hard. I literally can't compete. But that's not saying my troops don't still have upgrades. My troops are capable of actually holding their own, despite the fact that this guy gets 14 command points per second and I only get 11. I just have to attack him on different angles and his troops just don't win 1v1s. See, victory. So the second general they send is Otanes. This guy is a capable, but he's kind of bad at the game. I'm not gonna lie. So back to invading Illyria. So, useful technique for killing archers. Wait until they're right, almost about to cross the line, then drop your soldier on them so that they don't get the range advantage. Drop. Oh yeah, I forgot I have no hippopists until these guys come back. So now we have to attack into Sicilia. One of the many mysteries of this game is how on earth these guys deploy so many bleeping units. Drop, drop, drop. So now that we get the chance, we're going to do a little bit of command upgrading, because command is so valuable. So the enemy army is in Babylonia. I guess we can just attempt Dacia. Let's see how good the units are there. So it's 10 and 6 versus 10 and 9. Okay, Dacia should be easy. The only real threat is the curved sword infantry. But the curved sword infantry, their danger is that they're very good at combat against your hippopists, and they can overpower your hippopists if they get the first hit. But these guys are straight up one shot to your hippopist, no two shot. Alright, Dacia isn't going too well. Apparently our hippopists aren't good enough. So now they're moving to us. The enemy army is moving to Assyria. Advisors. Alright, they're in Cappadocia now. And this time the Persians brought along these guys. They're annoying. So I think I'm just going to let them take a province or two while I'm busy in Dacia. So, victory. Now that we have infantry tactics, we should be doing better, however. So, we won back our province. Now it's time to get our units even more broken and take on a few more provinces. Cappadocia is a powerful province, especially with all these javelin men because they're so annoying. But in order to get to the better fights, we have to take on Cappadocia. But I swear, these javelin guys just drive me up the wall. I mean, how good do you guys have to be at PvP? Arg. Another better retreat. Next to invade Cappadocia, their defenses should not pose a major challenge. Alright, Parmenion, if that's how you want to be about this whole situation. Because personally, Parmenion, they actually have pretty good defenses. But we have to... We received word about a Persian army advancing into our territory. So now it's led by Karademus. But hopefully we can take out Cappadocia. Yes, I heavily regret that my units are not properly upgraded. Yeah, it's probably my own fault that I didn't upgrade my units appropriately. So we're gonna try again in Cappadocia. Pikemen, Scout Cavalry, Hippopist, Pikeman. After a while, you kind of get a rhythm going about what troop you're supposed to deploy. The enemy has a lot of Sparabaras. These guys are intended to be difficult to kill with ranged units, but they're really easy to kill with melee or mounted units. But the Javelin guys are no joke. They have a lot of hit points, which is why they're especially annoying to deal with. Oops, wrong unit. So they're now going on a rampage they're now gonna go on rampage unless we stop them. Alright. Looks like it's time to invade Armenia. Armenia will bring even more wealth to our treasury in this game, which will make us even more powerful. So we deploy the usual line to counter their early push. So this battle is turning into a straight-up slugfest. Me and the opponent are trading units right now. And good game. So now we're going to upgrade our units again. Anytime we're not going on the offensive, we gotta disband our entire army just to pick up gold production. There's no one too difficult, so I say we advance into either Assyria or Media, depending on how we want to do this. So I'm just gonna quickly take out Scythia. Alright, time to show these guys what we have. The companions. These troops can 1v1 any other unit in the game, immortals, archers, enemy horses alike. In other words, these guys are your game breakers. And we haven't even maxed them out yet, but I'm pretty sure you guys can all already see how powerful these guys get. Late game. Uh-oh, so now they're back in Media. This is our chance to win 2 battles consecutively and absolutely shatter the enemy. Time to beat these immortals. Oh gosh, how good are our soldiers? Hey, we're only slightly worse. No, let's be serious, this battle is a fool's errand. Our soldiers are nowhere near the equipment of the Persians. So we just won another battle. And the Persians still haven't gotten together their army. But I now have the chance to take on Emperor Darius the First. This man is hella powerful, but we have the power to fight. Alright, let's do battle against Darius himself. Darius has a completely broken ability called Will of the Emperor, where all of his units are much cheaper to use. Alright, so I'm at the point where the game becomes a little laggy. Alright, nice. These units are weak. It looks like after countless hours of fighting, we're finally going to beat these units. Nice! So with Persia conquered, the game is practically over. All you really have to do now is just pick up all the other territories. So let me show you what that looks like in action. First, we're going to want to go for Babylonia because it's a wealthy province. So Babylonia's on the ropes. So next we want to enter Samarkand. Budapest core. So now we make a nice clean line of companions. And GG. They can't counter all of them. Now there are no other factions that are going to rise up. So from here my game should be pretty easy. But first let's just deal with Arabia. So now it's time to tackle the last 6 provinces. First, this province. Should be a pretty easy win. Since this province only has horses, we just have to send a solid line of these guys across. Our anti-horsemen. Again, these battles get pretty repetitive, but they are easy, so they're kind of entertaining to do. So it's the time to take Assyria from General Caspar. Assyria is a province based on balance, unlike most provinces which heavily focus on one unit type. But nonetheless, we take out Assyria. Next, it's on to Melchior of Parthia. So it's very infrequent that we run out of our hippopists. But since we only have one hippopist left, we have to use him carefully. And when we have a low hippopist count, we just have to use these companions to just literally use force. We just have to use force of will to break through enemy lines. But again, retreating is always an option. Retreat and restock. And come back more equipped. Wait, what was I trying to take? No, I'm not here to take Parthia. I'm here to take Syria from Betis. Alright. Time to take Parthia. We have to take a command point advantage early on so that we can start mowing the enemy troops down. And we take Parthia. On to Egypt. We're very close to victory now. Alright, and that's the conquest of Egypt. Now we just have to attack Libya. Woo! And that is conquest. And that's how you beat Alexander Donovan Empire on hard mode. Thank you.